Hey, Congressman.
Can I help you?
What the is up with Trump always chickening out on tariffs?
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
California Democrat Eric Swalwell eating Taco Bell at his desk there. That was a dig at Trump, apparently. It's a real sick burn there, Congressman, from the party that brought you Dark Brandon. Dark Brandon was kind of funny. And the winning message, Republicans are weird. That one didn't go over well in my view. The Democrats are now doubling down on TACO, which is apparently an acronym for Trump Always Chickens Out.
The acronym was created in the wake of Trump's Liberation Day tariffs as a catchier version of what Wall Street was calling the Trump putt, a reminder for traders to be less reactive to Trump's high tariffs because of how often he changes or postpones those tariffs, sometimes within hours of implementing them. Democrats are running away with it. Take a look at this. They parked this taco truck outside of the Republican National Committee's headquarters on Tuesday. The custom wrap job shows Trump with a chicken suit with the acronym spelled out. The vendor reportedly ran out of the free tacos it was providing within 1 hour. All this taco talk seems to be getting under Trump's skin a little. Here he was snapping at a reporter in the Oval Office last week.
They're saying Trump always chickens out on your tariff threats, and that's why markets are higher this week. What's your response to that?
You call that chickening out? Because we have $14 trillion now invested, committed to investing when Biden didn't have practically anything. This country was dying. You know, we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. You ask a nasty question like that. It's called negotiation. Don't ever say what you said. That's a nasty question. Go ahead. To me, that's the nastiest question.
Despite Trump's apparent distaste, others in the administration have laughed it off. In response to the taco truck, Vice President Vance wrote on X, quote, "We have the lamest opposition in American history." And in a statement to Fox News, NRCC spokesman Mike Marinella said, quote, "Looks like the Democrats took a break from fighting amongst themselves to stage a pathetic stunt. The most embarrassing part, they couldn't even get the location right. You can't fix stupid." I'm going to say that other people on the right have said this, and they're correct. The left can't meme. I don't see what's funny about this. But you're chuckling over there. So
everybody's laughing but you. And I think
funny?
you're trying not to find it funny. Taco, the fact that he's riled up, he got riled up about weird too, and I thought that was funny because Democrats are playing his game. It's like finding a one-liner that sticks is hilarious. Parking the taco truck, they can do this every Tuesday throughout his term. So many tacos, every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. It's hilarious, and the slogan is effective and clear. Look at that. Come on, the chicken suit exposes one of his most vulnerable patterns, which is, making bold threats and then kind of like backing down under pressure. This is called overpromising and under-delivering. I know, but
I thought liberals don't want the tariffs.
No, because
I thought
he got
I was
voted
finally
in office.
Agreeing with something Democrats were saying for once in my life, that we don't want tariffs. And they're trying to goad him into doing them anyway?
No, they're trying to expose the pattern of bluffing so that the people who may be swayed to his side, which was the argument that many Democrats have swayed to his side. No, because it's not a deal maker. The negotiation is not going well. People have till today to come to the table with what they want to do with these tariffs. And guess what? I've heard crickets. Have you heard anybody say anything today? No, so which is what's going to happen. We're going to just change the policy tomorrow. That's been the trend for the last 5 months. That's what's going to keep on happening. It's catchy. It's visible.
Well, you can
it's
criticize him
memeable.
over this, but it's just not.
But it undermines the deal maker
clever
persona. He said he would make a deal on Russia. He said he would make a deal on, he's not making any deals. That's just the fact of the matter. This great businessman negotiator, he can't even make a deal with the Department of Government Efficiency and Elon Musk and what he came in to do and this budget bill. He can't make any deals. We haven't seen one
he's
deal.
Getting it through. I don't.
No, it's not through Senate. It's not getting through. There's people who are senators specifically, like Rand Paul and others, that are like, no to Medicaid cuts, no to fiscal, oblivion that we're pushing forward.
Sure, but I don't really think that's an example of him backing down. The tariffs thing might be an example of him backing down. I think his supporters would say he's just, adopting different postures because that is the deal making that it's some kind of high stakes poker game, and the end result is we want all the tariffs to come down. So he's trying to intimidate other countries into bringing down their trade barriers, and then we're going to bring ours as well. That's like the actual strategy.
But Wall Street market,
regardless, it's not funny.
People who work on Wall Street are concerned, which is why they're the ones who led to this conversation that Trump always backs down, and then they made it into taco and made it into this term, but it's just the erratic tariff threats. He's doing it in a way that's not effective because not only did China not come to the table, not only did those conversations not go anywhere, he's the one who ended up lowering the tariffs first. And so that is not a negotiation because China has not agreed to anything that's advantageous for the U.S. So how is it a benefit to the U.S. to keep going back and forth with China and not just have a real adult, mature conversation?
I don't always think whatever the Democrats or the left is doing is not funny. Like the Dark Brandon memes, I actually did think were funny.
This is funny.
I did think those were funny. I don't think it's weird or anything involving Tim Walz is funny or appealing or engaging whatsoever. I can't stand him. I think the memes about J.D. Vance's head, which were, I think, initiated by liberal people and then kind of appropriated by people on the right, those are very funny. You know, the ones with his head gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's kind of funny.
Maybe I just really like tacos, but I think the overall...
I had tacos last night. They were delicious.
This is a great strategy for messaging.
We
talk about
homemade tacos.
Well, that's nice. You didn't invite me, but we'll get to that later. You know, this is a great strategy for Democrats. I think that now they need to take this messaging and run with it. We talk about what's effective. So being funny, relating to people, that's effective. Every time Trump bluffs, you tell the working class people how it directly affects them. So, for example, if you give the taco a working class spin, when he created the bluffing on tariffs on China, it hurt farmers. They were reactive to it, right? When he bluffed on and teased tariffs in Mexico, one of our biggest allies, it spiked prices for customers. People are paying more at Walmart right now for things from China and Mexico. When he said, don't just mock the volatility of the market, saying I'm a great negotiator, people are concerned about everyday purchases. So he's hurting everyday Americans by his negotiation tactics, and it's poor timing. People are still uncomfortable. Inflation still feels uncomfortable to most Americans. And so Democrats can actually use this as a first step towards a strategy on messaging for the next couple years. And instead of just making and parking the trucks outside and laughing, which I do find hilarious, now it's time to implement some actual conversation around it and then policy that rebukes it, even if it doesn't get passed. It's like we tried, Congress said no, we did nothing about it, and now we need Democrats in office. And that's what they can argue for the midterms.
I hope they park a taco truck outside our lovely Capitol Hill
I would love
offices
that.
so we can go get lunch. That's fine with me. It sounds delicious. I just don't know how fun it is, but we can disagree on that. That does it for us on Rising Live. I want to give a special shout out to our director, Alex. It's his birthday, very special.
Alex,
birthday.
happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Alex, yay. And thank you for watching today. Look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Hill's YouTube channel so you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere you can find podcasts. We will see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Gonna get Alex some tacos.